and making sure this is the right angle, you know, because I had to literally go and I don't have my whisk. Great. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Gabby Cakes. Today I thought that I would do a recipe based on something that I actually kind of love. These are called snowballs. Basically what they are is it's a chocolate cake with, what I should have done was cut it. I'm gonna do that. So when you cut down the middle of one of these bad boys, you have a very nice, this one's very uneven. You have chocolate cake, a nice cream filling, marshmallow on the outside, and then coconut on the outside. So what I thought I would do today is try and make you guys a recreation of this that you guys can make at home of the snowball, but in cookie form instead of trying to replicate it into a cake. So what I have here are my dry ingredients that I'm going to start whisking first. So this is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Then I'm going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now I like to use baking soda in my ingredients because, as I learned in school actually, a good trick to knowing which to use, baking powdered or baking soda, is that baking soda spreads powdered puffs. That's how I learn it. And for these cookies, I like for them to spread a little bit. Then in this cup that is overfilling, I have 3/4 cup of cocoa powder, of Dutch processed cocoa powder. So I'm just gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna grab my whisk, and I'm just gonna whisk it all up together. So these are my dry ingredients. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this to the side and wait for later to add those in. All right, now I'm gonna move on to my wet ingredients. So what I have here in my big bowl is I have 1/2 cup of regular granulated sugar and then 1 cup of dark brown sugar. So what I'm gonna do is I have 2 cups, no, wrong, 2 sticks, 2 cups is a, I have 2 sticks here of melted unsalted butter, and I'm going to add to my sugars. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to whisk that together. Workout. Whoa. So I have this all mixed together just when I see that the butter isn't like pooling on the sides anymore, and also it's gotten a little bit light in color. So to this I have here 2 eggs. So I'm going to add 1 egg first, and I'm going to incorporate that one, and I'm going to grab my other one. Bloop. Okay, and basically what the eggs do is they bind everything together. So as you can see, it's gotten a little bit lighter in color, and you want to make sure you mix that really well. Now I have here 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now fun fact, this is actually my homemade vanilla extract, so you want to just get that all mixed in. Basically all the vanilla extract is vanilla beans and vodka. I mean, you get drunk off of these if you want. Now we're going to be adding our dry ingredients to this and mix it all together. So now that I have my wet ingredients all made together, I'm going to take my dry ingredients and I'm going to pour it gently, believe me, gently into my wet ingredients. So now I'm just incorporating this all together. So basically what you want to do is at this stage when you are almost at the finishing point. Now there are some streaks of flour in here, but what I like to do is I keep mixing it until I see none of those streaks at all and I see the true color of this dough forming, which is now. Like you see a perfect dark chocolate dough. If you overmix your dough and you add more gluten, you're actually making the cookie more tough as opposed to nice, soft, and chewy. So now that I have this all mixed up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece of cling wrap, and I'm going to put it on top of this. I'm gonna lay it flat on top, and I'm gonna put it in the fridge to chill for about 2 hours or so. All right, so now that we have our dough nice and chilled, we've just been chilling in the fridge for about 2 hours now. I'm gonna peel my cling film off, lay that to the side, and now in front of me I have my baking sheet, just a flat baking sheet, and I also have this nice scoop. Please don't mind my dog ringing those bells. I also have a melon baller. You can buy these anywhere practically. It's just a tiny melon baller. It's really nice though because they're easy to scoop out and it's just really easy to make cookies with. And then also for parchment paper, I actually have these which are really, really nice. They're pre-cut parchment papers. So they come folded like that, and you just unfold them and put them directly on your sheet, and then you're all set. You don't have to mess around with tearing parchment or anything. So, since I'm actually going to fill these cookies, and this is actually how big I make them in general, I'm gonna do 2 scoops of this dough. So I add 1. Oh, that's nice and easy, yeah. 2. Took off my rings for this. So I put the 2 together. I squish them together and I make a nice ball. Your hands are gonna get messy for this. And then what I do is I make it a little long, so then it's a nice long kind of log. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna be doing that then for the rest of the cookies, and then they will go off in the oven to bake. Okay, so now once that these are all completely done, I'm going to put them in my oven that is actually preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so we've got our cookies out of the oven and they cooled completely. So now what I have in front of me is I have shredded coconut, just regular shredded coconut flakes. And what I did was I actually put them in the food processor to make them a little bit finer, and I also dyed them pink because I want my snowballs pink. And feel free to make them whatever color you want, or you can just leave them white. I wanted to make them look a little bit more springy. So, and then I also have with me 2 piping bags filled with a kind of like a buttercream marshmallow filling that I would like to fill my cookies with. I'm using the Wilton tip number 230, and basically I just scoop that into a bag. So this has butter, confectionery sugar, marshmallow cream that you can find in the store, and vanilla extract, and I will put that recipe in the link. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cookie and I'm going to carefully put the tip, and you want to make sure to not go through the cookie, and then we put some pressure. I'm going to keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing until I see it out the bottom. Now we're going to do that to our next cookie, and we're going to keep doing that until all of our cookies are filled. So now I've got all 3 of my cookies filled, and then I have another bag that's filled to the tip with the same filling, but instead I have a Wilton 2A tip on top. And what I'm going to do, and I also as another idea for you guys, if you guys don't have these piping bags at home, which you can go to Michael's or Target, you could go anywhere for these, and they're not that expensive at all. If you don't have them though, take a Ziploc bag, fill it with your filling, cut off the tip, and you're gonna make all of it go to the corner of the tip, and you have yourself a piping bag. It's actually really cool and really nice. So I'm gonna do my cream first, my cream filling. So I'm gonna take one of my cookies. I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna just start piping around the cookie and because it's a little thicker, obviously it's not going to drape over it, so that's why I'm just neatly piping around the cookie so it's completely covered, because obviously we need it to stick, so it's okay if it's not completely perfect. So now that I have these all covered, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my cookie very carefully, grab it from the sides, and I have my marshmallow, and I'm going to plop it in there and roll it around so that it completely gets covered with the coconut shavings. Tap off some excess, and then what I like to do is maybe I'll grab a few if it didn't stick on. Also for the coconut flakes, you can use whatever coconut you want. I just went for the standard sweetened coconut that you find in the store. They have organic coconut, which actually is a little bit drier, so it actually might even be a little bit easier. And I just want to tap in the sides so it's got that nice dome finish. Look how cute these look. Oh my goodness. So there's one. Looks just like a snowball. They're all done. This is the finished product. I'm so proud of these. They look so cute. They look like the real thing, quite honestly. I love them. And what I thought I would do is cut into one, and as I'm waving a knife around, you know, I want to cut into one, and I want to see what it looks like inside. Ooh. Nice. Okay. So we've got the cake, which is our cookie in this case. We have our cream filling, we've got the cream marshmallow on the outside, and our coconut on top. So I really hope you guys enjoyed making these with me. If you want to see more baking videos on my channel, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and the recipe for this cookie and the marshmallow filling will be in the description below, so you can go and check it out. Comment, like, subscribe to this channel, and let me know what you want me to bake next. I'm so excited. Bye guys. I really like that. It's a thumbs up from Gabby.